What do your parents think about you having a career in YouTube? How did you feel about starting a channel? What are you currently watching, reading, etc.? Oh my gosh.
Brilliant.
Can't recommend that enough. You need to watch that. What is your dream holiday? Your favourite and least favourite part of lockdown? It'd have to be the Queen or someone, honestly. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a McDonald's mukbang with my parents and my little baby sister, who'll probably only be here for like half the time, so if mum just suddenly leaves, she's either gone to feed my sister or put her to bed. We're also going to be answering questions because of course it is a mukbang. So we've got questions to answer, but we're also going to be eating this at the same time. Do you want to say what you got first of all as well?
Big Mac, fries and strawberry milkshake.
I got a quarter pounder of cheese, fries, orange juice, and then these. Cheese melt, oh, she's got my hand. Cheese melt dipper kind of thing. And mum, what have you got?
I've got chicken legend with cool mayo.
Okay, I'm going to try this first of all. Yeah, tastes like the ones they sold at Christmas, didn't it? They just look different.
Yeah.
Yum.
First question is, what do your parents think about you having a career in YouTube? Like if I had a career in YouTube.
Well, I know how passionate you are about it and how hard you work at it.
Yeah.
And you take it seriously, so that's a good thing that you enjoy it. So if you can make enough money to live on from doing that and you're happy, then it's good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's currently not a career, but you know, if
No.
it was.
Yeah, if you could make a decent living doing it, if it's something you can get good experience from, and maybe it works towards something else, and also you make a living, I don't see why not.
How did you feel about starting a channel? So I don't know if this is aimed at all of us, but I guess we could all answer it. Like, how did you feel about me starting a channel or whatever? Yes.
Well, we were worried in the first place.
Hence why I didn't have one until I was 12 or 13.
Not because of you, but because of, you know, you're putting yourself out there, and you know, we worry about your safety, don't we? So
Yeah.
I've been filming vlogs and videos since I was about 8. And
maybe younger. We've got videos.
yeah,
Very young.
I've got, oh hi. I filmed vlogs like honestly most of my life. And then I always wanted to have a channel, but I just used to vlog even though I didn't have a channel. So I obviously always wanted one. And then when I finally got one, yeah, it was really exciting.
And there was a long time where I was saying no.
It was almost 10 years.
Just for her safety, not for any other reason.
What are you currently watching, reading, etc.? We do actually all watch similar things, I guess, like together, don't we?
We watch Modern Family together.
Yeah, that's we watched
We're
that.
now up to season 8.
We watched it more than once.
We've watched some of them more than once.
I started watching it and mum did pretty much around when John was up to season 6.
Oh yeah.
And then, so we watched season 6 and 7. Then we went back and watched season 1 and now we're back up to season 8. So we are getting through it and there's like 11 seasons I think. So, oh my gosh, it's so good. We absolutely love it. Oh, we're also watching Gogglebox together as well at the moment, which is really good, isn't it? It's so funny. It's like, it's just one of those really funny programs. This is hilarious. Me and mum are watching The Good Place at the moment. We just finished watching
Emily in Paris.
Oh my gosh.
That is brilliant.
Can't recommend that enough. You need to watch that.
I think it's a 15 though, but that was really good.
Mum will be back soon.
One I watched recently and really enjoyed was called Looping, and it was a French language one set in Paris about a like con man, and that was like a limited series on Netflix. That was really good. I love that. The actor who played the main part was had to play all these different parts during his cons, and his acting was absolutely phenomenal. It was really good. Reading, what have you been reading? Instagram posts.
Yeah. Can't believe I'm actually admitting this, but mum still reads to me a lot of the time because I'm just too tired. I'm just gonna put it out there, don't forget to put it.
Since I had too lazy.
Yeah, I've been reading Harry Potter since last year.
About 6.
Since March. The first book, and we've not quite finished it yet. We've got quite a long way to go actually. We've got like 100 pages left.
Wasn't that a French book?
Sorry, what, The Little Prince? Yeah, I read the little. Well, I was reading The Little Prince. That was a good one. Well, more French.
I know.
That's strange.
Just coincidence.
I'm kind of obsessed with like French programs at the minute.
I don't think I've had a book this year, 2021, that I've been reading particularly.
What was it like moving from a town to the middle of nowhere? That's a good question. So I feel like we'll all have different answers to this. I think it was cool because obviously we have animals and stuff as well. But I do miss like parts of being in a town. Like number one, it was near my school, so we used to walk. Me and Mum lived with my grandparents, and then we stayed with you for a while in town as well. Not that far away from my grandparents. And then your house was really close to school, so we used to walk there most mornings, and that was really nice.
Yeah, we like that.
It's nice being near all like the amenities, is that the right word?
Yep.
Yeah, and also my friends as well, because they pretty much all live in town. But I do like living in the country. It's peaceful, like there's more privacy.
We loved the old house. It was in a really nice place. It was a really cool house. It was 2 stories at the front, 3 stories at the back, had a really nice garden, had a balcony at the back where you could have dinner and stuff on the balcony. It was probably in the prettiest spot in the town where we lived. Close to your school, close to my work. But the downside was it was on quite a busy road, and the road noise used to annoy me. It didn't used to annoy you at all.
I like it.
You were in the front of the house, weren't you, right by the road?
I find it really comforting because when we lived with my grandparents, we lived near a railway line. And so like when I was going to sleep, my room used to shake because of the trains. And I actually used to find that really comforting, so I didn't bother me at all.
I found it annoying. And,
you can't sleep with any noise though.
No. And then parking was difficult because it was on a busy road and stuff like that. There was limited parking.
And just like traffic.
Yeah, so that, although the house was beautiful, it was a really nice house. I loved living there. And it had an annex, didn't it? A self-contained, like. Which
now I probably could have moved down,
great.
not like moved down there, but you know, it had like a little kitchen and everything.
Yeah, it did, yeah. But this is close to where I lived when I was your age, and it's got the garden and the field. We bought the field next to it, and here we have got lots of space. But in general, yeah, we've got privacy and security and lots of other things that we wanted in a house. And it's another project, so we're not busy enough, we need more project. And the other reason we moved here was when we all moved here together. That was the point, wasn't it? So the old house was my old house, if you know what I mean, wasn't it? So.
What is your dream holiday? Okay, Ibiza for you. I already know it.
Yeah, probably Ibiza.
Even though we've already been, but Mum?
One of the Balearic Islands or Rome. I know, again, go for places that I've been so that I know that I like them. I'd like to go to Austria in the winter when it's covered in snow, and also in the sort of spring, summer when it's nice green hills.
I'd like to go to some of the smaller islands, like in the Bahamas, that sort of area.
I'd like to go to Miami.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I've watched loads of, obviously I know this isn't necessarily true representation, but I've watched loads of vlogs and videos. People in Miami, and it just looks really nice because it has got the beach as well as the city, which I think is a really, really cool combination. I think that would be really nice. Also Disneyland Paris with Megan. In general, I just want to go to loads of different places. Like I was saying to you, because you wanted to go to Ibiza if we went on holiday. I don't think we will be going on holiday this year, but I don't know, maybe next year or something. You wanted to go to Ibiza, and I really loved Ibiza. I preferred it to Mallorca, and I loved Ibiza town. It was really, really nice. But I did say that I would like to go somewhere different because I'd like to just explore somewhere new rather than revisiting somewhere I've already been. I'm going to take my glasses off because I feel like I just realised they're going to be reflecting in the ring light, but I now can't see the cameras. Your favourite and least favourite part of lockdown? Again, that's a good question. The first lockdown particularly, I had more time for YouTube. I literally couldn't I spend so much time on YouTube because we would have been finishing school, because I would have been doing my GCSEs, we would have been finishing school in like June, meaning once I'd finished all my courses, so from March to June I was still doing work most days, but from June onwards I had all that time free when I would have been finished anyways, school, so I could spend so much time on YouTube. My YouTube kind of took off last summer, so that was, yeah, I think having more time to do things like YouTube or more relaxing things, also working out, like I would say this third lockdown, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of not been as good. I found it a lot more stressful, and I've not been as motivated this time.
We had a lot of welcome distractions in the first lockdown because we had the lambs were born. Coincidentally, we hadn't had a working or properly working TV for absolutely ages, have we?
No.
Probably since we moved in. So we got a new TV, which is not you know, the biggest thing in the whole world, but it was really cool. It's got the speakers and everything for the cinema.
Quite big as well.
Yeah.
Mum was pregnant.
Yeah.
So that was like a big
distraction. We had the trampoline as well.
It was summer. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
We were outside so much.
The worst bit for me is really wearing a bit thin, not seeing my friends. We're all busy anyway, and we don't see each other enough anyway. But this is just like the final nail in the coffin of seeing your friends. Like my little brother in Scotland, don't see him very often. And and finally, with baby being born, like we can't have the grandparents around and stuff
that's
to see
been
baby.
really hard. I'm not going to go into much detail, but like I have 11 grandparents, which sounds like it can't be possible. But it is, and also really close to my grandparents, so to not be able to see them has been like really.
Yeah.
Favourite part of lockdown?
Having the baby. But
Forgot to say that.
and the lambs. Downside is obviously what we've already said about friends and family is the downside. It's been, if we had to be anywhere, being here, you couldn't really choose anywhere better unless the weather was better. But other than that, like our house and gardens and where we live and
we can go for a walk and not bump into anybody.
Yeah, you don't have to think, if I go out the door I'm going to, you know, be near people.
I'm gonna use a question that I was asked, but slightly like twist it so you guys can answer it as well. But dream brand to work with, and then you guys can tell me your like dream brand for me to work with.
So what I think you would like.
Yeah,
or
what you would like
a brand
me to
that
work with.
we.
I don't know. What you would want me to work with for whatever reason you can explain. Oh, it's really tough. Like there's so many I'd be like happy to. It depends like what sort. If it was like having a Primark range, then that would be pretty cool. That would be like my biggest dream. But that's not really. I don't think they particularly do working with people for like sponsorships. I don't think they really do that.
Right.
I've not really seen it much anyway. So I really struggle with this question because there's a lot of brands that I really like their products, but their like ethical side I disagree with. So if they offered to work with me, I'd have to really consider, you know, like Boohoo. I don't actually buy much from them anyway, but there's been a lot of things that have happened around them recently that has not been very good, and so I wouldn't really want to work with them because of that. ASOS I really like. I've been buying a lot from them recently, and I don't particularly know that much about their ethical side, so I'd have to, sorry Farley, I'd have to research it.
The guy who owns it, so I understand, has been buying loads of land in Scotland for some kind of environmental reason. So I understand, and I've heard a few things in the, you know, related to the transport industry about them using last mile electric vehicles for last mile delivery and stuff like that in London.
Okay.
So I think I'm not sure. I don't know about their ethical standards, but I have heard a few things about them.
Yeah, probably ASOS or something like that, because I genuinely really like their products, and I also, if their ethical side is good, then yeah, probably them.
One that would be good for all of us would be, well, two actually, Cadbury's or Mars.
Although
Mars.
I don't like Cadbury's chocolate.
What?
It's horrible. It sort of tastes like it's gritty.
Since
Well,
when?
if it was Cadbury's, we would eat it.
Since when did you say?
I've never liked Cadbury's like dairy milk chocolate all that much.
How did I not know that?
What's my favourite chocolate?
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly, that, which is made by
Nestle?
Mars, isn't it?
Mars, I
Mars.
think.
And
Oh yeah, Galaxy.
So yeah, if we had some Galaxy, that would be.
So chocolate,
So
basically.
chocolate would be one that we could all enjoy.
I'm not sure about that one.
I was just thinking of things that we buy, like Barber and Muck Boots.
Oh yeah,
Barber,
muck boots.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, muck boots. If you could even buy any. They're constantly out of stock.
But they're brilliant.
I've never tried them, so I probably
They are
won't.
great. They really are good.
Once you've tried them,
Well, we
you
were
don't
going to
want
get
any
you
other
some,
ones.
Yeah.
weren't we? Because
They've sold out.
and they're all sold out. So it would be Muck Boots, Darn Tough Socks, and probably Land Rover.
Yeah,
with
Land
some-
Rover. Yes.
Yeah.
You're nearly 17.
Yeah.
Land
So
Rover.
Mum's favourite car ever is her Freelander.
I
Imagine
love my Freelander.
to be sponsored by Land Rover. It's like it'd have to be the Queen or someone. Honestly, she probably is sponsored.
Well, the Land Rover's got the
Not
royal.
sponsored, but like she's probably got.
Sponsored
She's
by Land
probably got
Rover.
like a partnership with more.
She has got a partnership with them.
Oh,
It's
good
called-
guess.
It's a royal warrant. So
See?
they've got
Knew it.
an agreement to supply vehicles to the royal family. That's why.
For free.
Oh, I don't know how much they pay. Probably.
Zoella's been sponsored by Mini.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be.
I
Awesome.
would definitely accept that.
Yeah.
Because John had a Mini and
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, it was really good. Next.
That is it.
Oh, is it? Cool.
And we're also running out of filming time,
Okay.
so that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Did you
Oh,
actually like it in the
I
end?
was nervous
Considering you
beforehand.
I
about
have
the
got a
questions,
question.
but I thought
What
they
was
were
it called
really
again? A
Mukbang.
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 M-U-K?
Yeah.
Surely not.
Yeah.
good. Surely it's MC.
No.
It can't be
It
M-U-K.
is. Let me. M-U-K. Oh my gosh! I can't believe you don't believe.
As in McDonald's?
No.
Oh, so it's nothing to do with McDonald's?
No. It's just people eating in general. Mukbang. Like that.
But Muck's dirt.
Mukbang. Korean, also known as eating show. People consume large quantities of food while interacting with the audience.
Consume large
Well,
quantities
it doesn't
of
have to
food.
be large quantities because people don't do it like
Right.
that anymore. People
So,
just do
so
it
it's
because
Korean?
yeah, apparently people just do it. That's where it's come
Ah.
from. But it's people often just
I
eat
see, I
food.
see.
Mainly
I thought
fast
that was
food
the point of getting the McDonald's, which I got on the way home from work, as
Yeah.
I am a key worker, as you know, we didn't go out, we didn't go out specially to get them.
We haven't had McDonald's in ages either, so
No.
I do find it a little bit, hence why I haven't actually eaten
Mum's
mine.
gonna warm hers up.
Like, McDonald's gets cold really
It
quickly.
does. I don't know why.
And
If you bring it 10 miles from town.
so then to talk whilst eating it to slow you down so it gets colder, and also
Well, it would have been fine, but you had to feed.
it's rude to talk with your mouth full. So
I knew-
this whole
yeah.
idea is a little
I
bit
think all
like,
guys gonna do that. That is it. This is probably so long. This is like over 30 minutes. But I might be able to cut it down.
I think you might have to edit it.
Well, yes.
Bang it up on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, you give me a bad reputation. I never do that. So that's the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do want to see more mukbangs, then let us know and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you again soon. Lots of love, Sparkle Rewind. Bye.
Bye.